If you're a hamster, there's nothing quite like your wheel. Sure, the bulk of your life may be restricted to the confines of a glass cage, but the wheel provides a small bit of space to exercise your body and stimulate your mind. Besides, people spend thousands of dollars for a similar experience in their apartments. But one guy in Florida has taken this idea of hamster-style mobility a bit too far and has actually gotten in a fair amount of trouble for it. You're looking at a human-sized hamster wheel. A little over 2 weeks ago, the Coast Guard stumbled across this thing about 70 nautical miles east off the coast of Georgia. On board, a 51-year-old man who claimed he was piloting the craft 5,000 miles from Florida to London. His name is Reza Ray Baluchi, and he's a marathoner who wants to travel the world to carry out acts of charity, motivate school children, and eventually get his own documentary. Indeed, that last part kind of came true already. A Vice video looked at the man's previous attempts to do this exact same type of thing. Like in 2016 when he tried to run from Boca Raton, Florida to Bermuda in a homemade bubble. He'd previously attempted a Bermuda bubble crossing in 2014 and needed a Coast Guard rescue. And back in 2021, his hamster wheel, which he calls his hydropod, washed up ashore in Florida only 25 miles into an attempted 1,000-mile journey from St. Augustine to New York. According to this GoFundMe, he raised $105 in the effort. The New York Times says the craft itself is made from aluminum and plastic balls and contained a hammock to sleep in, a bike helmet to protect his head, and a photo of a former Price is Right model to help block out the sun. In his previous attempts to traverse the ocean, the Coast Guard has repeatedly found Reza's vessel to be out of compliance with marine safety regulations. But in this most recent attempt, things actually took a pretty dark turn. According to court documents, Coast Guard officers say that when they spotted the hydropod and told Reza to get out, he threatened to kill himself and blow up a bomb. The bomb was fake, but this led to a 3-day standoff until he relented and was ultimately brought on shore around September 1st. He now faces federal charges, including obstruction of a boarding. It's not clear what kind of penalty all these charges may carry together, though in case he ends up behind bars, let's hope they've got the right equipment.